Hey guys, it's Che and I'm back with another video. Today is just a little bit of a story time. I'm not sure how long it's gonna run, but it gets a little weird. So stick around and listen to the story time about how my second semester is going so far. First things first. I have two classes that have not changed throughout the semester, like throughout both semesters, because last semester I had dance, third block, and I had band, fourth block. This semester I still have dance, third block. It's a different dance class, but it's still dance, third block, and I have band, first block. Just a little bit of backstory. Also, last semester, my first block had a sub because the teacher that was supposed to be teaching us left, and we had a sub for first block. Okay, that's a little bit of backstory, whatever, about like how things were last semester. Now, back to this semester. Last week was the start of this semester. Tuesday was the start of the semester because we were out Monday. But Tuesday was the first day of the second semester at my school. And the first thing I did when I walked into my first block class was I screamed, because this semester I have band first block. And my band family, they know that I am weird, and I'll do like a little screech whenever I enter the band room to say, okay guys, I'm home, hi guys, because we practically live in the band room. I'm in the marching band, symphonic band, I help out with the concert band, I am in the jazz band, I'm in the big band jazz band, everything band related, I am in it. Why? I have no clue, but I am. So, yeah. I go in there, I go, squaw, I'm home. And everybody looks at me. Everybody smiles, laughs, brushes me off, whatever they do. And we continue with class, whatever. Second block comes along. Here's where things get a little weird, okay? Second block is, I have American history this semester. The same situation I had for first block last semester is the same thing I have going on for second semester, second block. And I'm trying to figure out why these teachers keep leaving. And I'm sorry, my person is texting me right now. But I have the substitute for American history because it's not because my teacher left this semester, well, half and half. It's half because my teacher left and half because there's way too many people in the class at the moment. Like, we have 42 kids in our classroom, and it's not even a classroom. So, there's that. My schedule had me set to be inside the building at all times during the day, and I was so thankful because I don't like going outside. I don't like doing my hair if I'm gonna go outside and just let it get, like, messed up again. So when I saw my new and revised schedule, I got mad. Sitting in homeroom, I'm mad. Why? Because I have to go outside to the trailers for my second block and then come in for dance. I do not know why they do this to us, but they do. And I'm upset about it, but it's okay. I'm really salty. I'm salty. But I get to the trailer. I get there, and like, there's a group of us. I'm a junior in high school, so there's a group of us. We all know each other. We all went to middle school together. We all know each other by name. We all know each other, how we act. We may not like each other, but we know each other. I mean, there are a few people that I don't like, and that's a whole nother story time. But, what was I gonna say? I get into the trailer. Yes, I get into the trailer. Every person in that classroom, the whole junior class, the whole junior class that I know is in that classroom. There is literally everybody. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody's talking, chatting, doing whatever, eating, drinking, talking about Bojangles, talking about Bethany or whatever. Oh, I have bad connection. I'm sorry. But, what was I gonna say? Everybody in that classroom knows everybody. And because everybody is everybody in that classroom, the people who are in that classroom are the people that they are, we immediately know. We're not doing anything in this class. This class is gonna be a joke. And I try to do my work. I actually do my work in class, with the exception of maybe some of the stuff that's a little bit too extra that we don't necessarily need, like knowing that the sky was blue in 1922 for this reason. Like, just extra information I don't necessarily write down. I'm a good student, I do my work, but we realize that this class is gonna be a dud. It's terrible. It's not. We're not gonna get anywhere. We're not gonna do anything. It's just ridiculous. We have people who try to do their work and they try, but then they get off task, and then everybody's just kind of chilling. But as soon as the teacher walked in, really, really, really nice lady. We're gonna call her Magenta. We're gonna call her Magenta, and I'm filming.
No, I'm sorry.
I love my brothers. But, we're gonna call her Miss Magenta. Miss Magenta walks in the classroom and greets us all. She's like, "Hi, kid," or "Hi, students. My name is Miss Magenta. I'm gonna be your substitute for this semester." And we're like, "Hi, Miss Magenta." And we continue doing what we're gonna do. And she sits down and she grabs her paper. The whole student handbook is about the thickness of a college rule composition book. And because our school is where it is in town, because our school has as many kids as it does, and because our school has the teachers that it does, a lot of those things go out the window. And that's just natural, you know. We have people from the age of 12 all the way through 21. And that is 10 years worth of kids in that school. So she pulls out the handbook and she's like, "Okay, so here is the syllabus. I'm going to read these to you. These are the rules of the class." She starts reading them and reading them. We're like, okay, that's the rule. No drinking, no smoking, whatever. And then she gets to like the things like using your headphones and like eating and having food from other classes and or from like fast food places, like in the class, or just having food in general. And she was saying, I noticed you guys have a whole lot of food, and I noticed you guys are eating your lunches and drinking your sodas, but right here on this paper, it says you can't do that, so I'm gonna need everybody to take it and put it away. And me, I had a box of cereal. I'm not even gonna lie. I eat a whole lot of stuff at school, and for that reason being, when I get to school, I eat breakfast. I eat breakfast at school, and breakfast is from 7 to 7:27. So you have like 20-30 minutes to eat breakfast, enjoy, socialize, walk around the school, talk to some teachers, whatever you need to do, from 6:45 to 7:27. At 7:27, the bell rings, you need to get to class, so you're not late or tardy. So here I am. Here I am eating at 7:30. I go into my first block class. My first block class is band. Last semester for first block, I had a math class, so you can eat. But in band, you can't eat. You cannot eat in band. The only thing you could possibly put in your mouth is a cup of water, or else you mess up your instrument and then you're done. But this semester I have band first, so I can't eat in first block. And I usually bring like a pack of nabs or like a honey bun or something to snack on between breakfast and lunch, because I go from 7:30 all the way to 12:30, and or to I have a really bad connection. I'm sorry, guys. But between 7:30 and I was going to go ahead and say our lines are really long during lunch, and if you're not a senior, you're eating your lunch at 12:50 at the most. You're eating your lunch, you are getting out of the line at like 12:42. Lunch ends at 12:53. You have to shove that food down your throat to finish your food and get on with your life, go to fourth block, whatever you need to do. Some kids have tech classes, so they leave during lunch, but that's whatever. Whenever you have that many kids in a lunch, you would think, okay, so we're gonna give these kids all like this much time, and it's somewhat enough time depending on what day it is, who's there, who has left already, who hasn't left. If the kids who usually break in line decide to break in line that day, it's just all about how people feel and how people decide to act that day. It's pretty much that. But whenever you have 200 kids in and out the doors, you have like 90 kids in line at a time. The line is reaching all the way down the hallway and around the corner to get food, and then you have the cafeteria running out of food, running out of french fries, running out of pizza, and then you're giving all these kids like a thing of milk and like a little ice cream because that's all you have left. That's pretty rough if you ask me anyway. I'm not sure. If you ask me, I think that's pretty rough. And for someone like me, or someone who doesn't even have lunch in the morning, or someone who doesn't even have breakfast like in the morning, you go from 7:30 to 12:50 without eating. That's 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, and then like 10. It's like 5 hours. That's going 5 hours without food, doing all that work, trying to think, trying to focus in class. And our administrators, they understand that. So if they come around, they do our little class checks, they see us with food, they're okay with it. That's how it was last semester. Because last semester they did a whole lot of teacher checks, and I had a chemistry class, and they would always come into the chemistry class. I'm not sure why. I will never know why they always came into the chemistry class, but they did. They came into the chemistry class every single day. And I think it's just because the chemistry class is around the corner and nobody can see it. No, it's like, okay, here's the office, here's the hallway, here's the chemistry class. Like, it's around the corner. Can nobody see it? The chemistry class and the lab, they're hidden. So they come out and they come in and they see us drinking and eating because we're hungry. We're starving. And that is something that they've become lenient on it because they understand. You go 5.5 hours without eating. Some kids have to go to the community college for their college courses, and that takes longer, so they don't even get lunch. It's crazy. So back to what I was saying about my second block this semester. This Miss Magenta is reading off this paper, and she's like, well, I don't want to get in trouble if an administrator comes in the classroom and sees you guys eating. And I was like, well, okay, that makes sense. She wants to be a good teacher, and I understand. She's a substitute, so she wants to make a good name for herself, because substitutes get a really bad rep. I hate it for some of those substitutes, because substitutes are so sweet. They're actually substituting themselves in the place of a teacher. They're not split. They don't have to do it if they don't want to. They are not qualified to do it, but they're going to do it because they care about the students. But they get a bad rep. But she was explaining it to us, and she was like, well, as we see fit through the semester, you can maybe bend the rules a little bit. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. But right now, my body is still adjusting to not being able to eat for 5 hours. And you expect me to do all of this work. Like, I had to do all of I usually, here's a little guilty pleasure of mine, I don't do work in class. Unless it's like group work or work that we are going over with the class in, I don't do it. Not in class. I usually do it at home or when I have extra time to actually sit and think about it and go over it in my mind so I can get it right the next time. Even if I do get it right, I just make sure I get it, and that's my study technique. But how do you expect me to think and be like, okay, so here's what I need to do here, 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 typing up a definition, going and finding it, going back and forth. Like, I messed up. I messed up because that was a group assignment. And she was telling us, okay, I said, Miss Magenta, I'm really hungry. I need to eat something. And she was like, well, you can't eat anything. You can't eat anything because that's what the paper says. And she didn't even say that. She'll be like, okay, you can't do that. And I'm like, okay, sorry. But a lot of times she got into the habit of like, I don't have any papers here with me. I'll use my shoe. She'll come in, she'll come over to you, and she'll go, and you'll have to put it away or something. Who is it? Okay. But, and then she'll just leave you after you get, after you put it,
What do you want from McDonald's?
Just some nuggets. That's my dad. That was my dad. And then, like, she'll go about your day, but I was really hungry in that class, and it really bothered me because she wanted so much of us, but we can't focus if we're hungry, and it's weird. So that's the first little thing of this second semester, and we're already 15 minutes in. That's interesting. 15 minutes in, and doing this live video story time. That should have been my thumbnail. But on to the next thing, Amy Bob here. My fourth block teacher this semester. He's scary. I'm not sure if it's just the fact that I need to get adjusted to him, if I needed to just get to know him more, but he's scary. The first thing that came out of his mouth was, well, actually the first thing that came out of his mouth was, I don't want to see the phones, put them away, turn them off, whatever.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. He said, turn off your phones, put them away, whatever. And I was like, okay, I'm fine with that. Put my phone away, whatever. The second thing that he said, I make all the decisions. You have to follow them. And I was like, okay, no problem. And he said, I'm going to call the roll. Now, don't be whispering because I've been shooting birds all my life. So he said, don't be whispering because I'm half deaf because I've been shooting birds all my life. And first thing I thought was, what? You shoot birds? Which is okay, you know, people hunt birds. But like just regular birds that you would see flying in flocks and sitting on top of houses. Just shooting birds, like that's a statement. I shoot birds. Yeah, I shoot birds. And so here I am. I'm on my Chromebook, my school Chromebook, and I'm looking at my friend across the room, and I'm like, check your email. Now, if you know me, you know I'm good on email. If I don't have a phone, I tell you to email me all day. All day. I love it. I love it. So here I am typing up this email. Oh my god, he said he shoots birds. And I was just like shocked. I was shocked, and it was hilarious because my friend was like, yeah, we're gonna die. I was like, oh my gosh, he shoots birds. But I don't know, like he makes jokes, but then again, he's like so monotone about it. He makes jokes and he makes them seem so monotone, and he has so much stuff in his room. It's absolutely hilarious, but it's also frightening. Like, he's like that funny frightening that you have no clue what you've gotten yourself into, but then again, you kind of want to stick around and see what you did get yourself. Oh, you. Would you? Sorry, I'm a scatterbrain sometimes. But what was I saying? Sometimes he'll freak me out if you say something or just something, and then before you know it, he'll be making all of us laugh. Like he was talking about pickled eggs. It's so strange to me. Pickled eggs. Have you ever heard of pickled eggs? Look it up. They're strange. But what really freaked me out was I asked to go to the bathroom. I asked to go to the bathroom in his class. He said, okay, hurry back. I said, okay. So I went to the bathroom and I realized that I needed something. I'm a female. It's whatever. But I needed something. So I needed something, and so I knew that they had it in guidance, and it was an emergency. So I ran to guidance, and I got what I needed, and I ran back to the bathroom, but like halfway through getting to the bathroom, I see him, and I'm like, okay, hi, and I'm running to the bathroom, and here he is. He's like, He said, hey, and I went to the bathroom. I came back, and when I was on the way back to class, I caught him again going back to class, and he said, where did you just go? I said, I had to get something out of guidance. It was an emergency. He said, nope, you can't go anywhere without having my permission. And I was thinking, maybe he just doesn't know it was an emergency. And I said, well, we're going to call him Mr. Woods. Mr. Woods was like, nope, you can't go anywhere without my permission. And I said, yes, sir. It won't happen again, but it was an emergency. And he kept cutting me off. He was saying, nope, you cannot go anywhere without my permission. And I said, okay, I understand. I'm sorry. And I went back to class. And I'm thinking to myself, this guy, how old are you? How old are you? It was literally an emergency, and I get it. He was telling us, you go where you ask to go and nowhere else, because right now I have legal protection over you. If something happens to you, it's on me. And I understand that. But like, it's an emergency. You can't be that old. He has a wife and he has a wife and 2 kids, I think. I don't even know how many kids he has, but I know he has a daughter. So I know he understands. Or he ought to, or not, I don't know. But like, really? He doesn't understand. What do you want me to... What do you want me to do? I mean, what? There's nothing else I can do. I had to go get it. And so that kind of made me a little mad, but it was whatever. It was whatever. And maybe I can send him an email or whatever, but email. I don't know. It's been a weird week. Like Friday, we were doing our big junior test, practice tests, and I remember after we finished the test, he said, okay, you can do whatever you want to do. Yes, I'm filming. And what he said was, okay, after you're done, you can do whatever you want to do, whatever, fine. Just turn your stuff in. He was like, okay, cool. We finished our stuff. And he was like, well, on Fridays, we can listen to music. And I said, okay, cool. And everybody started going in their book bag. And he was like, nope, I play the music. And I was like, oh, great. This is amazing. And he said, have you ever listened to polka music? And I said, yes, sir. And he was like, sure. He started playing music. And it was actually really good, but he played Earth, Wind, and Fire. And the first thing I did was start dancing. And he said, nope, none of that. And I was like, Mr. Woods, it's hard. He said, well, figure it out. What in the world? So here I am, like flinching and doing all this other stuff, trying not to dance. Because one thing, if you know me, if you follow me on Snapchat, if you, whatever you need to do to like, not whatever you need to do, I've been really scatterbrained today. Like, whatever, if you know me, if you know anything of me, you know that I love to dance. You know, I'm a busybody, I can't necessarily stop moving. That's why I'm talking with my hands, because if you sit here for very long, and you're like this, and you're talking, and all this other good stuff, it makes you feel like a robot. And I'm like, no, I gotta move. Like, it makes me itchy. But my dog, sorry. Okay, there was something on me just now, and I'm not sure what it was, but I brushed it off here, and I felt it go on the arm, and it freaked me out. This is a 25-minute video. Cool. I never knew I could just sit and talk. But where was I? I was talking about the dancing. If you know me, you know that I love to dance. I can't just sit around and do nothing, you know? So here I am, I'm sitting in my desk trying not to dance, and my friend from the other side of the room, now me and this friend are like really close, we're like this, but we only got like this because we love to roast each other, and it's absolutely hilarious. I love that kid. He's hilarious, but like, I like to roast him. So this guy sends me an email. He said, "You look like a rhinoceros." And I said, "What?" "Boy, you look like a bottle of pee." And him and the people at his table started laughing. And Mr. Woods looked over at them and was like, and I was like, and he was like, "Oh, really? What's so funny?" And my friend was like, "She did it." And he pointed at me, and like Mr. Woods looked back at me, and he said, "What did you do?" I said, "I was picking at him." And he said, "I don't take the picking stuff, you know. I don't care if you say anything about me. If you say anything about anybody else, you're gonna have to talk to me." And I said, "Well, it wasn't really like that. It was like mutual picking. It wasn't like that." He was like, "Oh, really? Was it?" And he looked at my friend and he said, "Yes." And it was so funny. It was hilarious. So I'll keep you guys updated on my semester, because that's actually really interesting. I think I want to keep on, like, I can't figure out how to stop this. What in the world? How do you do that? Oh, I'll go that way. How do you do that? How do you do this? What in the world? Okay, so I cannot seem to figure out. Oh, I want to do this. Ooh, I want to do this. Ooh. Ooh. Is there anybody here? I wonder if there's anybody in the chat right now. Is there anybody in the chat? No, there's not. There's nobody in the chat. I think we'll leave it on this one because this was cute. But yeah, I mean, this has been fun. I think I want to keep you guys updated on my semester and how things are going. But yeah, thanks guys. I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!